playing, and let's jump on board with John as he runs that Instincts Airborne as well. Very fast, very aggressive, very much like John.
Yes, John in a nutshell. 2 kills early on there for Luminosity as we're now tussling over the restaurant. Scraps and pieces going to be flying all over the place as it's typically an absolute bloodbath to begin with, but this is an uncharacteristically quiet beginning too. A hard point here on Saint Marie. Shots out, Former running down the outside of the map. Perfect shots, but for Cento, just a little too cheeky. John there to pick up that kill there in an immediate trade as Luminosity get the first few points on the board here. 30 seconds remain for Restaurant, and as you can see, the spawns for the members of Echo Fox far down south, that bottom end of the map. We do have Saints making his way around the back, hoping for a bit of a rotate. Can't get the best of Former, and that's a very important kill to not let that flank fall and maintain the pressure there on the top side of the map.
Well, straight away, 9 kills to 3 in total for Luminosity here, and all the points go in their favor, but they're going to have to now think about that next hard point, or are they? JCap standing out straight away. He's got streaks. He's backing off. He's going, guys, let me get the points for this next rotation. Don't you dare steal it. I want my fighter pilot, and he's going to be giving it as he jumps on in. This is Luminosity, and this is what I love. The domino effect, the snowball effect, whatever you want to call it. They're trying to bury Echo Fox in the first 60, 120 seconds here.
They may well be able to do that. The artillery bros come in, and you can see there on the left-hand side of the minimap, just over the field by Lookout Tower. And again, it's not necessarily getting any kills, but what it is doing is denying that entire area to the members of Echo Fox. Unable to make their way through that one. It is an absolute minefield. It is a death trap. Now that it's reopened, the lanes have made their way back, and Luminosity hanging on for dear life here with Winery not still there. It's not a single point to Echo Fox's name at this stage. Slack tags up those players from a distance, and we may be able to see 1 or 2 now for Echo Fox, but it is all going to be for Nort's Full. Slips in there, gets that 100 points after just retaking the hard point. Quick kill there on Saints. This is a very, very solid start for Luminosity.
I do like what Echo Fox did. They didn't kind of panic and start rushing into that hard point. They rotated. The problem is the streaks. There's fighter pilot and glide bomb that can wipe them out of this parking lot and really can flip the spawns on its head. Let's see how crucial they are. The glide bomb should be able to pick up 1 at least, and it looks like it's targeting Facento, and surely not going to run into each other. I thought for a second there they may do, but we're going to see Facento spawn out. That's the first job done. Now can they capitalize? Can they pick up the kills? John finds one. Saints and Tempt, though, deny. And the glide bomb, pretty much useless in you know, the big picture here, but the fighter pilot still available. And with Aqua going down, wouldn't be surprised to see this come on in. However, are they going to need it?
So here we go. Luminosity could well and truly take parking lot without the uses of streaks, and Faceno's got a thing or two to say about that. Pre-firing around the corner there. John first to go down. Cap, can you find any more out of this one? Lovely bit of work, but unable to stop those reinforcements making their way towards parking lot. 25 seconds left, and Echo Fox have managed to claw a few points here and there, but not necessarily enough to get themselves back into the even swing of things with Luminosity at 95 and climbing. And one thing we've noticed about this event so far is that scrap time is absolutely essential. 10 seconds almost remaining there on parking lot. Lookout Tower is very much the Fox's den right now. John, on your screen, Slacked, and the likes of JCap pushing their way through the south end of the Lookout Tower now, and they're about to flip, and as they do, Slacked will be the first in. JCap with a bit of covering fire from above is going to take care of Vicento. They aren't necessarily going to be able to get to the hard point just yet, as you can see Echo Fox still holding on.
Yeah, we're going to see Marine down there with that fighter pilot. Only finds 1 here, but nevertheless, LG still in control, and JCap talking to control in 10 and 3. And we're so early on this map in particular. He's got 1 minute and 14 on the hill. Crazy to think it's pretty much everyone else in the lobby combined right now, and he's coming up with an absolutely stellar map so far. But JCap back and forth here, utilizing both weapons in the fact of AR, SMG, and another one bites the dust here as Faceno goes down. 11 bullets in the chamber. That's all he needs as he finds another. Teammates do go down with 18 seconds. The rotation's going to come in, but Miles, first rotation done, is over here. And Luminosity, they're going to be in the lead by around 75 points at the end of this one.
That's a lot of points, and Echo Fox don't really seem to have the muscle or the kind of vigor to really get back into this and really get those larger chunks of time that Luminosity was so adept at getting before. And that was really the success they found in the first set of rotations. And now we go straight back in the restaurant. They're already in there. First in, best dressed. Can Tempt find anything here? Now, Formal just a little too strong. That SMG doing work. Aqua's next in line. Can he find something? He can. Is it too little too late, though? Again, the back and forth. The duo work between JCap there and Formal is absolutely huge. 133 in climbing restaurant. This could be another 40 seconds for Luminosity right now. Echo Fox don't really seem to have an answer to the hold here from LG.
Again, this is where you kind of typically, you know, when you hear the analysts kind of talk about, you know, a team coming in cold or a little bit slow. This is Echo Fox right now. LG, yes, they're coming in firing. They're looking good by all means, but this is an odd-looking Echo Fox for sure. You know, Echo Fox for a team and the caliber that they have on their squad, you expect a little better, but don't rule them out just yet. A lot of players in and amongst the restaurant here, as we do see Formal go down, but John and JCap take down 3 of the members, and they're looking to get that scrap time. The problem for Echo Fox is this winery lot again. They have absolutely no control. They're nowhere near it, and the rotation's going to come in.
Spawn's all in the favor of LG, as they're going to see that flip over immediately. Now, the last winery lot was an absolute point fest for Luminosity, for lack of a better word, because what, Echo Fox got 1 point out of it, I believe, in the end, and that was after a hard-fought battle. They really had to work for it, and again, it may be the same case. Can they get in there faster? John holding the front line. We do have Aqua making his way through the front streets, and now this is on the flanks now. Saints trying to make a hole, trying to find a way in through. Can he find anything? Slacked is there. Look at this aggressive play. Desperately charging forward. Can't make it work, though. Temp comes in to back him up. That's another big win on the other side of the map, and there's potential here for a pinch. John spawning out. Can they do the best job they can? For Echo Fox, they've got to do a lot of work now to flush these 2-3 now remaining members out of the hardpoint.
And again, it's simple maths. 60 seconds on a hardpoint, and Echo Fox break in at 30 seconds. But just like that, Luminosity take it right back, and that's going to be another 15 seconds of scrap time. This could be the first, I believe, 100-point club that we could see here of champs on our alpha stage for sure, but Luminosity break that 200 mark, and I don't believe any streaks are on the card, but let's just look at that scoreboard. John 20 and 12, 32 interactions, Slack +2, Formal +4, JCap +7. It's looking good if you're an LG fan.
Oh, big indeed if you are an LG fan. There we have it. Big hold there from Echo Fox. 2-handed kills. Formal now trying to sneak in through middle. He has got JCap, who's also managed to slip the net. He's managed to make his way forward as well. I don't think anybody saw this one, but you know that Echo Fox have only got a few angles to watch here on Parking Lot. Facento can't find one. That's in. JCap's finally made it through, but he can't find anything else out of this one. But here comes the rest of LG. Shots from Formal, one of the most powerful ARs in Call of Duty, and he's making it work there at range. Temp next in line. There may be a third to his name if he can find it. Through the middle of the street, almost making it look so easy. Facento, though, with 2. That's huge. Slack now with control, 210. It's well and truly could be another 100-point combo. I mean, this is absolutely huge from LG.
Yeah, Echo Fox are getting absolutely bodied right now. LG are looking great, but again, what are we seeing? We've seen a great a great LG and a terrible Echo Fox. I'm not sure, to be honest, but give the credit to LG. They've come out strong. They've dominated on the rotations, and we are going to see maybe one more hard point here. It could be the last one. Again, no streaks available for either squad here, but 60 seconds on this lookout post, and Echo Fox trying to break that triple-digit mark. LG coming in from either side, though. Let's see if they can stop it.
Seems almost impossible to think that Echo Fox could win this at this stage. Slackdown up top. He and the team have taken the initiative from the very start of the match, and they have not let go of it up until possibly this point. Echo Fox, can they find something here? 35 seconds left on Lookout Tower, and Slacked and Luminosity now on your screen, slowly but surely dissecting, picking apart Echo Fox piece by piece, forcing them into the position they want. Now Slack potentially in on this one. Hipfire finds it, streaks to his name. He could seal the deal right now. Pistol out on the next spawn. You bet those streaks have got Echo Fox's name written all over them. John with 2. Here come the streaks from Slack, up and above. It's going to be the Junker, the fighter pilot in, and it's going to rain down. There's nowhere to hide for Echo Fox. A final 5 points now. Luminosity can put the first notch on their belt here at Champs. What a way to do it.
They are able to take that first one, and all of a sudden we start to see maybe what LG we're going to see, but an incredibly slow start ultimately from Echo Fox there, Chance.
It was from the opening rip. They're down 40 seconds to none on the first hill. JCap has full streaks, and they just let it ride. It's worth pointing out, though, that's kind of the expectation. LG, as far as any favorability goes, you definitely give them the edge in the hard point. This is a situation that Echo Fox has found themselves in many, many times throughout the year. So is the series over? By no means, no. Is that the case? That's a map that Echo Fox goes, screw it, we're going to lose it anyway. Let's just play the search and destroy.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't even really bring it up too much, but Echo Fox, based off of kind of some of the things we said about their preferred game modes and how they have been moving through series, is ultimately they're a team that you expect if they're going to win a series, it's usually going to be all the way towards the end. So definitely something to know. Not over yet at all, but it's not the only thing going on in these groups. As we've mentioned, this is the first time that we are getting to see G and H and Chance. One of the main things that we do need to talk about is Optic versus Elevate.
Well, in the hard point, Optic looked great. I know, it's crazy, guys. It's unexpected. And then in the search and destroy, they lost 6-2. So have they made improvements? It did not look like it, but, only one map. And, Major Maniac had a fantastic game, 8-3. That's the expectation from that player. He's going to need to perform in the search and destroys. Of course, you move into the CTF, you give the edge to Optic. You still think they should be secure in this specific matchup. But if you're looking as an Optic Gaming fan, hey, did they fix their search? Well, not a great start for them.
Definitely probably not a good omen to start things up. And as you can see, that's not the only series that has been going on. Havoc up against Vitality right now. They are still in map 1 over on that Delta stage. If you want to catch any of this action, you can jump over to Bravo, Charlie, and Delta. But if you want to stay here on Alpha, we're going to do our best to keep you updated on all of these series. For Charlie in particular, was there anything that did catch your eye, Chance?
It was forced CTF, and EG was on the map, so they won. They got a lead, got fully streaked out. They were super controlled the entire time, so it was just kind of run for the mill. And then, of course, looking at Delta, Vitality is a team that I have my eye on. I think there is a very legitimate chance that they make it out of pools because from what I saw at the LCQ, granted it wasn't a lot, but their search and destroy was clean. And if they can start winning some hard points, like think about a team like Echo Fox, who's not winning hard points. If Vitality even gets one of those, and their S&D, if they could go toe-to-toe, this is a dangerous squad that might make it to the top 16 range, and who knows how well they can perform. Of course, they got to get past Havoc, a great team in their own right, but definitely a group that I'm going to have my eye on.
Phil, look, you've competed in the past, and when we talk about Vitality as a team, they have a very interesting thing working for them. Tommy, obviously a great leader, especially when he has a group of people who are just going to be not even questioning anything he says, following his lead. But with that, it means in-game modes, especially like Search, there's no hesitation for these guys.
Yeah, and again, I think you pointed out very rightly there. Tommy, he performs best when he's that guy. You know, he's the guy which all three players are looking at and going, what do we do next, Tommy? Tommy is the guy that wants to be played around. He wants to be, not necessarily the superstar, but he wants to be in control of kind of his team. And he's done it before with Vitality under the French organization, but with, you know, the likes of Whalers and Riskin and, you know, a lot of the French scene by all means. And we see kind of Tommy drag these players through, but not necessarily on the scoreboard of things. You know, it's this, you know, the strategy, the way they go about it. But what he has done, he's got three very, very strong players in the game of Search and Destroy, which people will never heard of. But these three players, don't underestimate them. Like Chance said, very, very viable to see these guys top 16. Is it likely? You know, probably odds against them. But can they do it? Absolutely. Again, they've got to win maybe a Hardpoint, steal a CTF. But Tommy, you know, he's done it again. He's here at Champs and he's looking to get some cash. You know,
you said, and I don't think that this was the word that you wanted to pick, but I do want to highlight it. You said drag them through. And I honestly think the thing that's crazy about it is that is what you would assume, right? He's picking up players with less experience. You expect him kind of grabbing them by the bootstraps and carrying them to success if they are going to have a win. But it looks like it really isn't that. It looks like one of these things, and that was kind of the sentiment that you had of, look, you can't count these players out. But I do think it's not a dragging thing. It's more of an elevating thing. Like, he just allows them to play their game and kind of build it around him.
Yeah, he's empowering these players. Like, Tommy really has a good eye for talent, and I think when he finishes his playing days, he's going to make a fantastic, and I mean fantastic, coach, because he really does see some magic in people. Look at Fnatic, Waskins and Scraps. Where are they now? They're doing pretty well. I mean, that's just the testament to how good he is at scouting talent.
I think if he picked three of us off the desk right now and we held a controller next to Tommy for more than an hour, we would be pro players. Like, and I know that sounds ridiculous.
Because it is.
I know it sounds ridiculous, but the thing with Tommy is I really do think he does find success, but he also finds a way to create talent within players as well. But now back to LG versus Echo Fox. LG leading by 1.
Speaking of talent, here is a very talented man on your screen, John. It has done ruthless, despicable, and occasionally illegal things to human beings on this map with a sniper rifle, and I hope to see a little bit more of that one. Here we go into the first round. Vicento's already been taken care of quite handedly, leaving Echo Fox at a slight disadvantage now on the defense.
Love to see it straight away. Sniper in hand. Vicento's going to fall, but onto the toe isn't going to finish him off, and not the wall bang that he was looking for there. Formal looking to chuck a grenade in. J-Cap, I tell you what, balls of steel straight in there, finds one, and now LG in a prime position here for round number 1. And again, Search and Destroy is a big question mark over both teams. You know, what are we going to expect? John, you're going to expect the sniper on pretty much every map. Oh, misses the shot. He tries to hit a bit of a nasty one. The clean second shot, though, a bit easier for him as Saints now left in a very difficult position. Was that John at the end as well? I think he sniped from the door, maybe.
It was. You saw that big old high-caliber bullet flying over the shoulder of his teammate just to mop that one up.
It was John.
There it is. Just whizzing past J-Cap. You start from him, again, a lot of points. Getting those sharpshooter kills, that's an extra 200 on top of the 100. So that's streaks for your boy John there. He's a little bundle of fun. Still a solid start. That first round, very decisive from LG. Did not really look like they were sweating too hard there, and Echo Fox really put into an uncomfortable situation. Mostly off the back of the snipe plays. Like, it's not, we're not really, you know, we're not giving John the maddest gas. Like, he really is doing a fantastic job, and those kills count a lot. We'll see how we go now with Echo Fox on the offensive. And kind of halted their progress as they made their way towards A. John, again, ruthless, so aggressive. Finding that space and catching the player off guard, and that's it. Fazento's down, Aqua's down as well. John continuing the run. 4 kills in a row is going to be snuffed out there. Taking them out back and finishes them off with 1 minute left on the clock now. It's 1v3.
And again, it's versatility for John, because yes, he does great in, you know, the first round with the sniper, and the way we highlighted, obviously, you know, it's not USS Texas using a sniper. We're talking about Valk sniping. It's a different game. But then he just pulls out the sub and becomes the most aggressive player on the map. And, you know, he gets the first blood, and eventually he finds himself in a very promising position. Does go down, but he basically wins the round for his squad and puts them in a great spot. So keep your eyes out for John, obviously getting that first blood. He's always up there with the likes of Zuma, Prestini, Dashi, you know, a few to kind of name. But Echo Fox, this is the slow start that we saw in Hardpoint, and this is a game mode they need to win, let's be honest.
They can be slower in this game type. They can get there eventually, but they really have to do something a little special, because if they don't start soon, LG are going to start to walk away with this one, and that's when things get a bit dicey. That's when things get a bit out of control, and the last thing they want to do is let it go here so early on in Champs. Again, 3rd or 4th place in the pool means you're not going to the nationwide arena as a competitor. You will be there as a spectator, and none of these players want that. John, still with a minute on the clock now, is making his way forward. No kills just yet. Will Facento push the advantage now? He got a hit marker, and he will indeed. Can John get the timing right on this one? Caught a bit of a gun there. He's got plenty of information. He still suspects Facento is going to make the push, and will he actually do that one? I mean, this is so tense. Facento on the corner, perfect timing. Shots in on those 2 players. Can he find anything? Just about gets J Cappers. Oh my word, that was so close. 30 seconds, and that's the only action we've seen so far. What a slow round this has been. My word, back on John with that snipe. There we go, Facento's done. All now to John. As a huge flurry of action sees Temp and Snake's picking up kills, and that's it, a 1v3. Can John do it with 16 seconds left on the clock, Phil?
Probably not. He might find a kill. He might just sit back. But he's found himself a bar, and he may try and find himself a kill, but he's not going to feed anything to Echo Fox except the round here. The bomb's obviously not down, so that's not going to change anything here. But we are going to see a round go to Echo Fox. And a much-needed round. You don't want to go 3-0 down. It starts to slip away, especially if you've lost the first map, as Echo Fox did to Luminosity here. So much action going on behind us. Obviously, myself and Miles can hear every single word. These guys are getting hyped as well, but the crazy thing is, you look on the main stage and you see, like, Formal, you know, MVP last year, won a ring. John, J-Cap, the same. And then you kind of question, you know, and you talk, LG, there's a potential they don't even make it. You know, it's kind of crazy. The most competitive event by a mile for me in Call of Duty history is Champs.
And you bet, Phil, we're going to see some heinous upsets at this event. Into the 4th round we go. And Facento was just absolutely obliterated. It was only proof as kind of the autopsy that we could tell that John got the kill there in that absolute flurry of grenades and explosives. And here we go. The advantage now to Luminosity. Echo Fox on the offense, though. Now they've just got to play this one sensibly. J-Cat versus Aqua. Aqua's going to get that one, tie things up. John versus Aqua now, and in the back end, Select has already got a kill on Saints. And now it's a 2v2. Lovely work there from Temp to catch the soft spots of LG, and here we have to rotate towards the bomb site. Formal from behind, making it a 2v1. Aqua now on his lonesome. He's got to take care of John now and Formal. Formal lying in wait just next to him with the monkey. Maybe going to find him. There it is, Formal. Handed play. Making it look very, very easy there as LG take another round, making it 3-1.
All good for LG here, and again, they can manage to secure one of the search and destroys. You're looking very, very strong, but 2 teams when you're not too sure exactly, you know, what they're going to bring to the table. You know, is this kind of proving how good LG are? And as I said before, is it just Echo Fox coming out slow? Of course, we're going to determine that in the next 5 days of Call of Duty. You heard it. We are going the distance here to crown, of course, our world champion coming up this Sunday. Echo Fox, they're not looking great right now, but LG, they're looking a little composed, calm. You know, there's no crazy hype after the winning rounds and winning maps. They're just keeping it to themselves. They know how important this is.
Important indeed, and we've talked about map counts, and again, every single map is going to count. Whether your group is the pool of death or whether it's an easy breeze for a Pro League team, every map is going to count. Back into the 5th round, though. J-Cap's down and out. Aqua's in a very tough spot in the office there. Shots through the wall. Smouldering cinders, hoping not to add himself to that. Shots through, slacked. Dipsy doodle round the window, not able to get a kill, and that's a beautiful bit of time bought though, and now it's a 2-dead situation for Luminosity. Better make it 3 with John now on his own. John. Little pigs, let me in, he huffs, he puffs, he couldn't take care of all 3 of those little piggies. He's a dangerous wolf, that John. There he goes. 10 seconds left on the clock, and they are going to be able to grab that one. That was almost... I mean, you know, I love John for making the play. He held his breath. He knew the 3 of them were going to make their way forward. And if he'd possibly pulled the trigger a second earlier, he might have been able to get 2, but my word.
It's the question, and the positioning he was in, he was kind of saying, I'm in a 1v3. If he gets 1 kill and just dips out the door, then it's a potential round. But, 3 players in such a close space. Very, very difficult here. We're going to see round number 6 loom. So 90 seconds on that clock. Echo Fox looking to tie things up here. Temper with the bomb, but John, Sniper has been put away, and it's Mr. Aggressive.
I'm not seeing a whole lot of bomb play, really. It's mostly just kills these rounds at the end. A-bomb seems to be the site of choice. It's going down. John's finding a kill there. Aqua gets one of his own. Quick and easy trade. Slack, though, it's a shooting gallery. He's lining up, picking up these shots, dealing the damage, and John's coming in to pick up the final scraps. And unable to get that last one there on Facento, and that is already the aggression there. Facento, hats off to him. He certainly earned his place there at the table, but not necessarily enough to hold back Luminosity and prevent them getting the disarm there, and that's another round. That's going to be 4-2 with Echo Fox. It looks like they're starting to get a bit desperate, Phil. They're scraping the barrel here. There's not necessarily enough composure. And LG just making it look very, very easy at this point.
Yeah, one of my favorite things about John as well, I know we've talked about him a lot, is when it's like a 2v2 and just this gunfire going down across the map, he's the first one just to instinctively jump on something, enter a door. It's like he knows that kills his because he needs to save his teammate or he needs to help out someone. He's just so fast, he's so aggressive, and he's always ready. Just getting a little out here in the studio, however. John, back to the sniper. He's gone from fast to slow to fast to slow. He can do it all. He's going to tag up one. That's going to be Facento down the road. But bomb, it looks like it's going to be for the first time.
I think that was Maven.
It was.
I think it was
cheering for me. I don't know what's going on right now, but
I couldn't tell if it was the optic wind that happened behind us or if it was Maven that time. It was definitely him. And here we go, way back into round 7.
Oh, wow.
Slacks. We've already got Facento to take care of. Four's sitting there on the bomb site. You've got 2 players directly in front of him, but the bomb has made his way towards A. Oh, yeah, Aqua making his way on the outside of the bomb site as well. John, I don't know how he missed that. I really don't. Formal managed to get those kills saved from behind. Formal springs the trap, gets the 2 out of that one, and now it's all down to Aqua, who gets cleaned up by Cap. The trap was set. Formal takes care of the players on B. The gunfight on A gets cleaned up as well, and before you know it, LG have got another round to their name. That's map point, and I don't see it going any other way.
LG looking very, very strong. If it's not John and the sniper, and it's John with a fast SMG, Formal's picking up 2 pieces. And again, a play we haven't really talked about, or 2 really, is JCap and Slacked. It's consistency. When we go to CTF, JCap is the name in everyone's mouth, but looking across the board here, John, 10 kills. How can you not talk about this guy? Formal, though, on a 3-kill streak. He's got 8 to his name as well. Potentially the last round, round number 8 for LG and Echo Fox.
Yeah, I'm not giving Slacked a whole lot of love so far in this matchup, but again, he's a playmaker. He's put himself in the right place at the right time. He may not be picking up kills like that, but he finds another on Temp in the back end, so that's 2 dead already. This is the final chance Echo Fox have here in the Search and Destroy, and now it falls to Facento. The weight of the entire team on his shoulders, and there's no need to even catch it. He's taken care of there. It's going to be a 6-2 as the second map goes to LG.
Very well played by them, and ultimately we need to check in on some of these other stages. Optic Gaming was able to pull down that win on CTF, and this is kind of what we were talking about with them. We're kind of seeing what we expected in the Optic Elevate series. Are we seeing what we expected out of the other series, Chance?
Sort of. EG, it looks like they're going to be able to get the win over Supremacy, bar them choking an 80-point lead. LG, do we expect them to take the S&D? I think possibly not like that. I think that was just John brutalizing them, and that, of course, for Echo Fox is incredibly terrifying. If you're not winning your Search and Destroys.
Yeah, we say Echo Fox is a team that can make it to Game 5. Can they do it without that game number 2 under their belt? We're going to find that out after this quick break. after we get through this series, we are going to have a chance to see every single team, all 32 teams that have made it to this point. But we're getting crazily close here to actually starting to whittle away on how many teams there are going to be in contention. When we get through with groups, a few of these teams going to be sent home, 2 from each group. Not everyone going to make it to that main stage at Nationwide Arena, and now LG dangerously close to taking Echo Fox out of this series.
Speaking of dangerously close, Temp just has been absolutely eliminated. We come dangerously close to a second kill there on Facenta there from Formal as we move here into the capture the flag. I have to compose myself after that one. I haven't seen Formal snipe in a while, I must admit.
Maybe a little bit of a confidence thing, but CTF, we're starting to see these snipers a little bit more. We saw Unilad pulling out on Flak Tower CTF. We saw it a couple of times here, but that sniper will be put away as we go into the second life. But nevertheless, we've got Slacked already pushing on forward. I'm having to backtrack a little bit here just to secure, as we are going to see the flag go in the hands of Saints, but how far can he really get?
See how far he goes. He's pinned on all sides, strapped in the bunker. There's not a whole lot he can do except for fight his way out, and that return is going to go to Slacked. You saw the statistic before the game started. If JCap goes positive, Luminosity generally win. There's only one instance, one outlier of that not being the case, and they could well be adding to that monstrous tally here if the king of the flag himself can bring the numbers. John on your screen, charging forward in the 4th minute, finds that quick kill there on Temp. You can see the players now making their way back out. Facento's already made his way to Luminosity's flag, so whatever happens here, they're going to have to contend with him. Slacked in the back. Big kills there from John. It's going to be 2 towards him. JCap now dealing with the players on spawn. Fantastic positioning, but again, Facento has pulled the flag for Echo Fox on the other side of the map. I
mean, he's in a world of trouble. He's going to be running into someone, that someone being Formal, and that's going to be flag number 1. And yes, I know Slack's on a 3-kill streak, and he's the one with the flag, but I feel his work was done on the defense. John was the player once again on the offense, picking up those all-important kills, but Mr. JCap, 3-1, as you said, if he goes positive, they or neutral, they win 20. He's won, 20 and lost 1. The stats don't lie. You know, when they're out slaying their opponent, it is pretty strong. It's pretty evident that these guys can put it to bed. But Echo Fox, they're 2-0 down in the series. They're 1-0 down already after 2 minutes in the CTF. It's not looking good, Miles.
It's not looking great. Still, it is not over until it's over. Slacked just picks up streaks. John on your screen, trying to contest with the ruins. The battle now with Saints is going to determine whether he can make his way towards that flag or not. Not a stick, but close enough. Saints now one-on-one, and John almost managing to do that without taking a single bit of damage, and now he's making his way forward. JCap again. Oh, wow, just getting cleaned up there by Aqua. John, however, managed to stay alive, and that flag's now going to make his way out. Aqua is continuing his run on the top side of the map with another kill. Is going to be cleaned up there by Slack, who's still again. You can see that streak on his screen. Artillery barrage, a fantastic way to slow down those attackers as they come against your flag carrier. And that flag carrier is going to be John here at 7-3, about to put the second cap in for LG. And we're 1 capture closer to a 3-0 sweep here against Echo Fox.
Yeah, I'd love John to play for these streaks. I think we've got an artillery barrage to play with. But if he can add streaks to his team's arsenal as well, it's just not looking good for Echo Fox, and especially, you know, for LG, they're technically on the unpreferred side here. John, laser-like here with the SMG. And we're going to see Slack trade things out there over with Saints, but John looking to rotate around, find himself maybe another kill into you, and he's going to find that as well. 4-kill streak, just 1 away from the glide bomb now. Can he find it? That's the question. JCap's found another onto Temp, and LG, they're controlling, they're dominating here. Echo Fox, yes, they've had 2 pulls, but they've not been really serious pulls. They're not getting anywhere with it. LG, they're just running this map.
Yeah, this is an absolute dominant display so far from Luminosity. They may not have the kills. You know, there's not a whole lot of kills aside from John's 11-3 and 6 in a row on the spree, but they're really playing this smart. It's the kills that count, and these kills could well and truly count. The angle in this one is looking good. It's an open field. No one's got Mountain. That's going to be 1. Saints is going to get tagged. There's no need for a 3rd. Facento, we can't quite catch him. The angle just wasn't there on the dive, and now the pressure is mounting. The curtain is tightening around the likes of Echo Fox with 1 minute left here in the first half. Slacked, just popping shots, doesn't even need to make his run of the flag. That's the composure you're looking for. That's the control, the confidence they need here. Formal again, dealing damage on the other side of the map. He's going 4 and 7, but he doesn't look that way. Things are looking fantastic for LG. 1 minute now left, 50 seconds if you will, and the flag's already on the move. Slack got it on his back. Can he find anything here?
Looking to juke on out, and it's unfortunate John uses the streaks there. His whole team go down, and he still manages to pick up 2 kills, but Echo Fox trying to, you know, maybe get a sneak pull here towards the end of the first half, of course. Can they do it? That's the question. Still streaks in the hands of Luminosity. Temp starting super slow here, 3 and 10. Sento's going to be shut down as well with only 25 seconds. LG, they're looking hot here to close this one out. Still another 5 minutes to go as we go into the second half. But Miles, as we kind of go into this second half, LG, the 2-0 up in series and in the map count, surely this is where they close it out.
You have to close it out here. If they don't, I mean, I'd be very, very surprised here at the end of this first half. Been up 2-0. We've still got streaks for Slacked. He still has that artillery barrage, I believe, to work with. So with that very merit on its own, I think it's going to be very, very hard to see Echo Fox do anything spectacular here. Because again, not necessarily on the preferred side. By preferred would just mean the typically higher scoring side. This is looking great for LG.
LG so far, so good. Just in the little break there, you know, Slack walked past, he was like, how's the team looking, Phil? And I was like, I mean, so far so good, you're 2-0 up, but, you know, you got to close it out. And he seemed very confident. He was kind of praising John, you know, as they were walking by. It seemed like the vibes were good on the LG side of things. Didn't see much of Echo Fox. I think they remained where they were, but Slacks and John, they were kind of just vibing off of each other, very confident. And John now still going on a tear, 15-6. He is a little superstar in himself, and we'll see what he can do going into these final 5 minutes. Potentially the final 5 minutes of this series, Miles.
There you go. He was a standout in the S&D, and he's looking hella fine in the CTF so far. For Cento, though, this is a solid start for Echo Fox. A couple of kills, 2 players pushing right through mid. For Cento's about to hit the back end of the spawns. John's going to be first on his hit list. If he can find him, they've spawned those players out. John's calling in streaks. The flag carrier is going to be taken clean care of there, and that is going to be a big and important kill. But can they maintain the pressure? It does actually look a little good. And with that nade from Formal, that's going to be it for Cento's been cleaned up. And that, like, in a moment, you blink and it's finished. Echo Fox's presence has been completely annihilated there on the flag of Luminosity.
Lovely nade. That was from cabins all the way over to ruins. Maybe a little bit of luck, but nevertheless, Formal comes up clutch with the grenade here. And once again, we talk about the slaying side of things on CTF and how important it is. You see you see Formal on 12 and 10, JCap 11 and 7, Slack neutral at 9 and 9, but with a flag to his name. And John, 16 and 9, also with a flag to his name. The streaks, 4 for Formal, 2 for Caps, 2 for Slacked. It's just so dominant from LG. And for me, what I take from this is how good can LG really be? You know, yes, they're looking to absolutely shut down Echo Fox in a 3-0 fashion here. And this could be a 3-0 in map and mode. JCap once again putting kills on the ball. Slack's gonna slowly walk his way in as he has an artillery barrage still to play with. But Miles, Echo Fox, they're in a world of hurt.
Yeah, this is not a good look for Echo Fox. I mean, they are dealing with one of the finest capture the flag teams, you know, in the worldly, let's be honest. I mean, let's face it. Luminosity Gaming, they're strong as hell. We saw the stat with JCap, and that's just including the JCap ones. It's not necessarily when he's playing well. It's not necessarily just looking at their team in general. And Cap's not necessarily pulling up the biggest numbers. You got John going absolutely wild at 19 and 10. JCap at 13 and 8. We got Slack at 10 and 9. Formal sitting there even at 12-12. And that's about it. Nobody on the side of Echo Fox anywhere near them in the kills department, and none of them certainly looking as fine. And it was looking great there for Vicento. He's been the playmaker now for Echo Fox. A few attempts on flag, none of them too solid looking, none of them too handsome, but that was the best they had. Formal with a lovely 2-piece to get those players out of his base with 2 minutes 40 left on the clock and 3 captures to their name. Again, it's hard to find a lot of positive thoughts of Echo Fox at this stage.
Do you know what, Miles? You know, LG, they must be on cloud 9 right now. Let's jump on board the Nastro game and listen in, see what the communication's like for Luminosity.
He's low pillar on me. Hit, and dip. Hitting straight through fourth. Left side fourth, last guy. He's going back towards you. I'm
pushing on flank.
Yeah, being you, not last guy.
Behind him.
Watch out,
Absolute one bullet you.
Okay, he's still in you.
Push him broken, push inside broken, he's absolute dead.
I have wall.
You'll only attempt.
I have wall, watch your guys fire.
Fire tank.
Hold every lane.
I have wall.
No more pushing fire tank. I spawn cabin.
Fire tank's weak, Bryce. Bryce pretty weak fire tank and one round back to the base.
Fire tank,
I needed it.
John,
Actually stunned him.
I stunned him.
Hit him with
I got him.
Three on peg.
Nice,
They're gonna go both our race.
Fire tank. Fire tank, free fire me, Donnie. He's fire tank pushing fire alley.
Don't fire either, right?
Please, one shot back to base, absolute.
He can push mid or left.
Push spawn left on me.
Yeah,
Mid or left, Donnie.
Yeah, go left. Moving more streaks.
Looking for Donnie. I have an artillery in the cloud, that's it.
I'm gonna look at fourth when I spawn.
I needed ice.
Alright,
Don't see anything left.
Fourth.
He's ice. I hit him with the nades, one shot ice.
Needed that.
I got naded, Nato's fourth. One is ice, one's fourth.
I got the guys.
Fourth dead.
broken on me.
Broken.
Oh, I gave you
Broken.
On the flag, let's go.
Take your time.
You help me?
Yeah, coming back from ice. I'm coming back. Oh, shit.
He's pulling down and touch.
Wanna jump and glide?
Yes. John, go for the re.
Alright, listen, bro. You got two of their mid alley. One's you. I'm gonna come flank.
You call it.
He's gonna go fourth, I think. He's gonna push.
Call her backpel, you know. They're gonna be 2 you. I think 2 you, Matt.
Over.
And one's in Bucker.
I hit him. He's weak. He may have got through.
Yo, fourth, the cabin alley.
Fourth the cabin. Just
Flag guys.
He got me.
cabin dead.
Nice.
You got the ring?
Great.
I need your fire tank.
You mean wall maybe?
Fire tank to you, maybe?
I'll say the fire tank.
I hit one
Fire
fire
tank.
tank.
Two fire. One left. Close left. Matt. Good big shot on him.
Shit, Matt. Looking for Bryson 10.
Bryce Downey.
Looking back.
Where we at?
Two, both there. He team killed. That's
Yeah,
in the bunker.
I think, or he
Side,
might
just go hit
middle
though.
fire tank.
Oh.
Check your middle.
They're all pinned in the base right now. Matt, where are you?
Okay,
I'm fire
okay.
tank.
Middle's clear. One's
One's first hardpoint. One shot for hardpoint absolute.
I tried nailing that. I got one. I got that.
Fire tank left side.
Could be wall.
Fire tank left side.
Luminosity, they sound confident. Even though they're 3-0 up and 35 seconds left, the communication's still flowing. They still seem very, very hyped. And you know what? For LG, it's looking very, very strong, Miles.
It's looking absolutely fine, and a wonderful thing to see if you're an LG fan here in the pools, because let's face it, they're looking strong, looking fine. They want to find themselves a place in the Nationwide Arena this weekend. I haven't been counting because I haven't noticed it yet, but I wonder if John has managed to crack triple digits on his friendly fire kills. Because he's sitting at 99 right now. Unless something special's happened in the last few moments, I don't think it has. But either way, the final few seconds here, as you called it, Phil, it's a 3-0 here in the CTF, and now it's a 3-0 in the series. Luminosity Gaming taking it over Echo Fox here at Champs.
And you know, you talk about John potentially hitting that 100-point mark for actually having those team kills. But main thing I would talk about here with John is just MVP.
That was straight up godlike performance by him. There's no other way to phrase it. Had like 11 kills in the S&D, took him to task in the hard point, and then we just saw it again, leading the charge on the CTF as well. So that is the hot 3-0, and that is LG looking like they did at Anaheim. Looking in that top three, potentially better form. They look great. There's no other ways to phrase it. And then on the flip side, Echo Fox, dude, it didn't look like they were here.
Yeah, I mean, hey, the thing